What's up, Cancers? And welcome to your mid-July 2020 readings. Now, you guys, please excuse my background. I've been doing some traveling. I have a lot going on, but I definitely have not forgotten about you guys. I want you guys to make sure you go over to my Patreon, join the Galactic Gifts group. I have this month 3 gifts going out to you guys. This is a chakra candle. I've been working with mine in this hotel, so you know, it's gone. You're gonna get a Palo Santo stick, and you're also going to get the Crystal Club's 5 crystal power pack. Okay, so you can learn more about that. It's the Galactic Gifts group, and if you just want to be a part of the Crystal Club, then this month you're going to get 5 crystals shipped to your house from me. Okay, now Cancers, let's get into this reading. Okay, when I was getting into you guys energy space, I've been I guess in this space for a second now, and the word that came up to describe your energy was swell or swelling. And I kept thinking, how does that make sense? Or why should I tell them swell or swelling? I'm like, well, maybe, you know, their bank account is going to swell up. Or maybe, you know, something about them in their body is going to swell. Like, I don't know. But then I was told, look it up. So I looked up the definition of swell, right? And it says to expand. Duh. As in size, volume, or number, gradually beyond a normal or original limit. Okay, so a lot of you guys are getting to the point where you're about to swell. You're about to be pushed. You've been being pushed gradually over a certain period of time, and now it's getting to that point where it's like the expansion is either noticeable or it's about to be noticeable. Now I think about that in terms of an injury, like when something swells up because it's been hit or hurt or affected like that, you know, it gradually swells up and there's that pain associated with it. So some of you guys could be expanding and it hurts. You see what I'm saying? So if you've been going through those growing pains, as I just heard, this is what it's about. Your life is beginning to swell, you know? So let me put this down and let's get some oracle cards to kind of describe this energy. Also, it could be social circles. With love, it could be a swelling of boundaries, as I was getting it, whatever that means to you. Let's pull some of these oracle cards to get 3 words to describe the energy now, and then we'll get into a spread to see, you know, what else may want to come up. All right, first we get, pride. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So one of the areas where we're getting pushed beyond our normal limits may be in the realm of pride. Now, pride to me is not, you know, negative in this sense. It's more so, you know, I wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't stretch that far. I wouldn't go out there. I wouldn't, you know, be like that. But it's like once your pride drops, a lot of what you really want to do or who you really want to be is going to come out. It's going to exude. The ego death. That's what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get. Gratitude. When this swelling takes place, even though it may hurt, okay, the swelling, the expansion, things getting bigger and bigger and wider, you're going to be happy about it. Okay, and that's the thing that somebody out there needs to know, because I keep getting like that push, that final push. Even like when you get braces on and your teeth have to be expanded or your mouth has to be wide, and like that kind of stuff hurts, right? But it's all for a purpose. And I think that you guys are going to be very, very happy when you get to the other side of this thing, whether it be relationship hurts. I'm feeling a lot of relationship, maybe even friendship stuff being shaken up, the foundations just being shaken. And it's like a lot of things are happening because of the swelling, okay? And I just heard the bigger picture, okay? It's getting bigger. So I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Now, let's see what else we get. Now, could that be any more clear? Change. That's what's happening. Like, it's a lot of change happening. Again, foundations being rocked. You know how we talk about generational curses on this channel a lot. So how are we going to break generational curses other than to change and shake up things that have already been done or always been done the same way, okay? In our lives, how are we going to change and be these brand new people that we want to be other than to change ourselves, okay? And then the world will change around us. So this says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement, and that's what the expansion is all about. Something is growing, something is evolving, something is moving, something is changing. I know it don't feel the greatest, you know, but you have to roll with, I just heard roll with the punches, okay? You have to roll with the punches with this one, because the way this gratitude is set up, it's like you asked for something. You just didn't know that you would have to have that foundation rocked to get to the other side. And there's a lot that happens in that in-between phase, okay? But we're looking at the future. What are we going towards? Now I'm gonna get to the spread. Let me go ahead and turn on a light or something. I feel like it's a little too dark, so give me a second. Much better. All right, Cancer. So we're going to be jumping into your spread mid-July 2020. And this is also a timeless reading. So if you're seeing this at any other time and it resonates, then you were meant to hear it. Okay, so we got our 3 oracle cards: pride, change, gratitude. Let's go ahead and get to the center of the reading and see what's up. Ooh, the 8 of discs. This is the 8 of pentacles in traditional tarot. Listen, I just heard pedal to the metal. Some of y'all are right there, okay? I feel like for the fall, for some of you guys, because I'm seeing the leaves, I'm seeing the colored leaves, okay? Green, yellow, purple, I guess if you want to say that dark purple color, but orange, like those type of colors. It's fall, and somebody is eating like the fruits of their labor because of work done now, okay? Let me tell you what this card means from the book. You see this man, and you see those clay models down there? Okay, he has the choice to either, that's a drinking gourd or something. So he can drink his problems away, he can feel sad, he can sleep the day away, he can be depressed, or he can use those very same hands to pick up these clay models. Now, the magical thing about him is he can breathe life into those models, right? That's your projects, your gifts, your skills. And all he has to do is keep his hands focused and busy on what it is that he's supposed to be breathing life into, so that he can, you know, produce, so that he can manifest. Thing about it is he got one in his hand, and then there's several more laid out on the table. All he has to do, his only job, is to breathe life into his projects. All right. But his challenge is that drinking gourd, right? And that drinking gourd could be anything. It could be, you know, like I said, it could be, you know, maybe want to lay around in depression, maybe want to, you know, feel bad and sad about things that didn't happen, victim mentality. Okay. This is like you still have time to breathe life into your projects, into the gifts that were given to you. And this is a card about work, swelling, expanding. Okay, let's see what is crossed by. The 3 of Swords, dear Cancer. Dear Cancer. So this is either talking about you feeling heartbroken and sad, maybe in love relationships or things not working out, or this is someone feeling sad towards you. And I'm also getting a dual energy. So there's some things that you're sad about on your end, and then there's someone in the kind of background who's sad about some stuff that maybe they feel like you've done to them. Okay? Let me calm down, because my heart started racing, and it got more heavy when this card came out. That Ella May song is coming in. Tripping on You. I think that's what it's called, tripping or something like that. The part about making somebody bleed, basically, but it wasn't their fault. And that's what this card talks about. And I got this on my Patreon too. About this figure here. He has this bow and arrow, and it has magical power for him to shoot. And wherever he wants his bow to land, it will land. Somebody messed with his stuff. He took out his bow and arrow. He said, bow and arrow, I want you to kill whoever messed with my stuff. Lo and behold, the person that it killed was his own mama. And she was just trying to help, right? And so this is speaking about how, I guess, either somebody that you're dealing with is bleeding on you because of what somebody else did, and it wasn't your fault, okay? And I don't want to use that word, but let's just say some of y'all are getting squatted on because of things that weren't your fault. And I don't know who needs to hear that, but and I guess that go into this pride thing too, because this might not even be your energy. This can be the energy of someone else who is shooting off arrows and hurting people and killing people or breaking people's heart or whatever, for prideful reasons, bleeding again on people that didn't do anything wrong. Okay, I keep hearing somebody say, why? But why me? Or why did they do that? Or whatever. And it's just like, because the magic arrow. Okay, take that whole little story, how it resonates with you. But anyway, this is looking like what's blocking. Okay, remember I said a second ago, we're supposed to be breathing life into projects. We're supposed to be working, okay, working on, you know, that empire and stuff. But what seems to be crossing it is some heartbreak energy. So let's get a little bit deeper into it. I hope that makes sense about what I'm saying about somebody shooting off on you or making something happen towards you, and it wasn't your fault. This could be their past. This could be different work situations that they're dealing with in their own life. It could be their own pride, but it's like someone shot off on you. Maybe you got cursed out for something. You went out and you just minding your own business, and nobody said anything, and then all of a sudden somebody's cursing you out for nothing. It's just like, dude, all right, hold on. Let me get this card that fell. The Seven of Cups. So this is wondering what's in the hole. How shallow is the hole? How deep does this thing go? Okay, some of you guys could be in a situation where you don't know how long you're going to be in that situation. See, the thing about this card is we see this puddle, but we don't know its depths, right? So you may see a person, or a person may see you. They may not know the depths of your pain. This person could be shallow. This person could be deep. You feel what I'm saying? This card is more like a mystery because I don't know. You know, until you step into that black hole, until that puddle, you don't know the depths. And I don't know who that's for because, again, we're talking about this Three of Swords. We're talking about this heartbreak energy. Maybe someone doesn't know the depths of your pain. Or maybe someone is crying out in their spirit from the other end looking at you saying, you don't know the depths of my pain. Or maybe y'all both saying this to each other. I don't know. But I just feel like someone is saying, you don't know the depths of my pain. And because of that, shots fired. Shots fired. Okay? So let's see what happened in the recent past because of it. But I do, you know what, I'm getting drawn to pull one of these oracle cards for the Seven of Cups. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Guilt. So what are we dealing with that's making us feel guilty? Or who are we dealing with that feels guilty? Okay, somebody may feel guilty about having a prideful stance or maybe shooting off on you when I didn't do anything. I wasn't the last dude, or I wasn't the last girl who broke your heart or did something wrong, you know? And maybe someone doesn't know how bad they hurt you, or maybe you don't know how bad someone is hurting, the depths of their own hurt from it. Because remember, he shot off that arrow and killed his own mom. How you think he felt? You think he was running around cheesy, happy, and great? No. He was so messed up that he asked the God to bring his mom back, and the God did. But we don't have those magical powers here on this earth. Once you hurt somebody, bow. You hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Here's a plate. Drop the plate. It shatters. Now say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did the plate magically get back together? No, it's still broken. You know? And this is what some of y'all are going through, or this is what someone is saying towards you. You got to take how it applies. But this guilt says, I release any belief that no longer assists my soul's growth. This person is having a problem in their life. Listen. I have to release the belief that I did something to you. I have to release the belief that it's my fault that you shot this arrow at me for nothing. I have to release the belief that it's something wrong with me because it's something wrong with you. You see what I'm saying? Woo, child. I feel like we're in therapy. Dr. Philea. No, I'm just playing. Okay. Let's see what we have in the recent past. The Six of Wands. Now, I like this card, and I feel like I'm doing a Patreon reading again because this is like the same energy coming up. But this, usually in traditional tarot, is all about that public victory, that public success. Everybody, look at you, look at you. You know, you're looking good, you're doing good. But I love this card because then we have this explanation. There's a dog. He has 4 feet or paws, whatever you want to call it, but he can only walk one path. So some of y'all, like, I have all of these options, but I can only choose one. Or someone, because this is lining up right up under that pride, and the way his chest is poked out in this depiction. You guys could have been dealing with someone who was very prideful. And I'm also getting, like, the vice versa energy. Like, you may have struck someone in their pride in a way that you've never struck, or in a way that they've never been struck before. Okay. And I'm also getting workplace environment situation with this too. Someone, I'm getting the word pompous, and I'm getting the word like, no, there's no word for that. This is just somebody sticking out their chest, walking boldly. I don't have a word. But that's how this feels to me. Prideful energy. Someone sticking out their chest. And now you happen to make a choice because of it. Let me talk about this. Why is the Six of Wands here? Oh, wow. Okay, I caught that crown chakra candle that you can go get on my Patreon. This is someone else trying to make a choice about you based on their own ego and pride. And now we're moving into the time where the ego and pride has fallen off or is falling off. And now something is being seen for what it really is. Okay, let's talk about it with these cards. Let's clarify that. Let's bring that on in. Six of Wands. Fork in the road. Choices. Let me see. You ever seen that commercial where the person is getting a tattoo and it says no regrets, and they meant to put no regrets? This kind of how that feels. It's like in the midst of me trying to do something right, I'm still doing something wrong. Whoever it was that messed with my stuff, I'm doing something right because the arrow is meant to go get those people, right? But what if you wasn't one of them people? Like, I'm out here, and I hope I'm bringing this in. It's like, I'm feeling it like someone is putting something on you. That's the word. Thank you. Projection. There's a projection. And as soon as I said, it's like his chest lit up like a screen. I just almost want to put a movie right there and watch it. His chest is so big, or her chest is so big and wide, that it's like a projection. They're just projecting everything that is broken in their heart. This could be you as well. Okay? But that prideful projection, that prideful, I'm going to make a choice based off who I thought Cancer was, has all led to regret. I know that I cannot change the past. And where is this card? In the past position. So someone is definitely feeling guilty and regretful about what they've done to you. And it's all based on pride. Meanwhile, in your own world, you're shaken up, you're twisted upside down, but little do you know that this was the change, the breakthrough, the shakeup that you needed to get you to where you were trying to go. Sometimes we get rerouted. I'm seeing a pinball machine. You know how that pinball, it go up straight, but then before it hit a bottom, it's ping, 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 ping. It's going something everywhere. But let me tell you what's interesting. Every time it hits something beside the bottom, it collect points. Ooh, say what? So every time you feel like you hitting a brick wall, guess what? You just collected some points. Every time I feel like I failed or I'm bumping up against the wall. What I said at the beginning, somebody back up against the wall. Pow, you just got you some points. You see what I'm saying? So don't think that all this twisting and turning and changing and switcherooing going on is not getting you some points, okay? So let's see what's in the headspace. What's going on in the headspace? The Hierophant. I'm seeing it's like the overseer of all. Like, God sees everything. God knows everything. You all may have like favor or whatever, but I'm seeing it like in this season, you're going to have to, I'm getting the word exercise. I don't know who that means for who what, but you're going to have to exercise your favor. Some of y'all know you got favor and you don't act like it. Okay. You still, and I don't want to say you're not humble or you shouldn't be humble. Yes, be humble. But there's a difference. Because remember at the beginning, I was saying, I'm not seeing pride in a negative sense for you. I'm seeing pride in like being proud of who you are, being proud of what you have. Okay. Now in traditional tarot, this card could represent like that spiritual union. And I'm seeing it like maybe this is what you thought you had with someone, or maybe what someone is starting to realize about you now, that they had some type of spiritual union with you. And I keep getting that with you, okay? Because maybe there is, like I said, this is a dog with 4 legs. but he can only choose one path. So this man been a prideful person with a lot of different options, but there was only one true like soulmate or one true head honcho at the company or one true business partner that they really could have pulled this thing off with. You know what I mean? That pride was in the way here. See, we got dual forces on that pride. We got one person who was so prideful that the other person wasn't proud at all. Okay? There has to be a balance. But through all of that, the regret, the guilt, now we understand what it is. Let's talk about that. I want to talk about the Hierophant. I want to clarify why is the Hierophant here. Why is the Hierophant here for Cancer? What did I... It's the balance. You got to be a balance, okay? Listen, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment, okay? Wow. There has to be a balance. And then look at that. Look at the way it is. It's split in between. You got the masculine, the feminine. They're right down the middle. You know what I mean? They complement each other. Oh, let's see what's happening in the near future. Oh, now, this... I'm reading all my cards upright, okay? So usually the strength card would be upright, okay? But for whatever reason, it came out in reverse, okay? So someone has lost their confidence. And remember I was saying earlier about that pride coming down? Some of y'all are expanding, you're swelling, and you will be walking into a land where you may not feel so confident, okay? You may move into a new home. You may move into a new city, okay? You may move into a new position on your job. You may, have to step out on faith and do something that you're not so confident about. Someone is losing their confidence. Now, this can also be this person who had the pride, the chest poked out, who was sending shots, at the wrong innocent people, and then boom, they lose their confidence, okay? See, it's like two different energies here. We got one person in the past that had that chest poked out, and then now it's like, no, now you're laying down. Ooh, I'm going to talk about that. So I feel like this is going one of two ways. Somebody is either losing their confidence because they're going to step out and do something out of their comfort zone they ain't never done before. And just because you don't have the confidence don't mean you don't have to do it. You still got to do it. And you're going to do good. You're going to be all right. I keep getting God wouldn't bring you to it if he wouldn't bring you through it. Look, anyway. But yeah, y'all got to just, you still got to do it anyway. That's what I'm getting. You got to do it anyway. Let's see. Ugh. Now I'm trying to just, Lord, bear with me. It says grief. Okay, now. Whoo, Jesus Christ. It is so much going on. We got grief, guilt, regret, and pride, okay? Now, if this ain't you, good. But this is also what may have been broken down in your world in terms of like everything that you needed to release that wasn't a part of what you need to do moving forward. But this can also be that person that you're wondering about. This may be what they're going through. Whatever it is, I keep getting the catalyst for change. This is the catalyst for change, okay? This is the catalyst for change. So someone has been going through it. And I want to say this too, because I'm getting that dual energy again. I feel like somebody out there think they the only one wrestling in their mind. That's how I'm getting it. I'm wrestling in my mind about this person. I'm wrestling in my mind about, this job, this money, this opportunity, this business. I'm wrestling in my mind. You think you're the only one. They wrestling in their mind too about you. It's a dual energy. Like, thank you. I heard that very clear. Nobody got away scot-free. If it was a random occurrence on the street, somebody bumped into you on accident, cussed you out, they not at home laughing, oh, I cussed this person out on the street today. Yeah. Somebody somewhere in a puddle, in a hole somewhere. Whoa. And that's what this is representing to me in reverse. It's like, ain't nobody got away no scot-free. Maybe you and whoever we're talking about here are not done. Because see, this upright is like, yeah, I'm moving on. I'm good. I don't got to say nothing. Somebody here is like, nah, wait a minute. I might want to go make something right before something else go wrong. Before I be done shot the wrong person again. Yeah, I'm getting that. I got to make it right. Look, I'm trying to pick the cards up. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. What that say? I'm going to let you read that. What that say? Relationships. So that's probably what we're talking about here with you. Your relationships or a situationship, whoever. Let's see what's the fear. What is the fear at this time? The Queen of Swords. So either someone's not trying to hear it. I think someone is a little intimidated to approach you. Because I'm getting something about the approach, and it's sticking out to me with this chest sticking out. It's like this person, whoever this was with the chest poked out, like, yeah, I got all these choices and options. It's like, no matter how poked out in the chest, don't nobody want to face no Queen of Swords like that. So they're scared to face you. I feel like someone's going to come forward and say something. They're not confident about it. And I'm getting the same energy again about how I was saying, you're going to have to take a leap of faith. You're going to be scared. You don't want to do it. You ain't that confident, but you got to do it anyway. Same thing with them. It may be, that Hierophant energy over their head, crowning them, saying, no, wait a minute now. You done shot my baby. She didn't deserve that. So just like in this picture, he had to go to the God, and be like, hey, can you bring my mama back? This person may have to go to God, crown chakra energy right here, and say, hey, look, I got to make something right. That Hierophant, I keep getting that Hierophant energy over their head. Crown chakra energy, again, it's just all, and that's what I've been working with a lot too, my crown chakra. Trying to, focus and center so I can hear, so I can get this information to you guys. But I feel like someone has been wrestling in their mind with approaching you. They're not confident. I feel like somebody's pride and ego and the way their chest was poked out made you think they were so... I don't even know what this word is, but when people be like this, like, yeah, I'm the man, girlfriend. Like that. Or like, yeah, I'm the girl, man. Whatever she say, however, whatever. You thought, Cancer, I'm feeling like someone is not as confident as they appear to be. It's their pride and their ego that doesn't allow for them to be vulnerable. Okay? I know I ain't talking about no Cancer right there. You ain't got no problem being vulnerable. Wait, heart on your sleeve. Let's see what you look like right now to this person, or to these people, or to this situation, or whatever. 3 of Cups. Reconciliation, right? Coming together. Pow. So what you look like is somebody that I need to be sitting at the table with, somebody that I need to be inviting to the table. Now with this card, it is 3 people in there. It's 1 male energy and 2 feminine energies there. So someone may be looking at you like, listen, I want to include you in our little thing. Or they want to maybe come forward and tell you about something they had going on previously. But they're not interested in that anymore because this person who is sitting at the table with this person, his eye is not on her. His eye is on the person coming to the table with this bowl of vegetables. You feel what I'm saying? What do you bring to the table? And I was getting this in my Patreon as well. In this season, those prideful people who are now going through the guilt, through the regret, through the grief, through all this kind of stuff, the breaking down of the pride and ego, it's like now that I break that down, now I get to see what I have because of my ego. The woman I chose, the man I chose, the car I chose, the clothes I chose was all based off a particular set of pride and ego characteristics. But now that all that stuff has been dropped down, do I really have to have the chick with the, whatever type of body? Do I really have to have the Lambo doors, on the Honda Civic? Do I really have to have every pair of Jordans that ever came out? You know what I'm saying? But I can't afford it, or I can't whatever it goes. The priorities change, right? This woman sitting at the table is ready to eat. She don't bring nothing to the table. This one here brings the vegetables, the things that matter, the things that we can move forward in life with. He or she, okay? Don't just ladies, I'm bringing vegetables to the table. Now what he bringing to the table? You know what I mean? What we talked about earlier? Balance. But anyway, I gotta say that. Dang. I'm gonna say it, Cancer. I'm gonna say it just for you, because I've been told to. You're looking like the better option. Oh, give it a hand. Oh, yeah, let's just clap. Oh, yay. But in this person's mind, I just gotta tell you, they're looking at you now like you're the better option. Ooh, yay, I'm an option. But you know, I gotta say what come up. Here, card fell. Let me get this one. What's the hope? Bow. The 7 of Wands. So this, outside of any relationship, outside of any person, outside of anything happening, you want to overcome all of the stuff that you may feel have your back against the wall. Some of y'all could be battling neighborhood issues. You could be battling, you know, domestic issues. I don't know. You know, I'm sorry if you are. You could be battling depression. You could be battling addiction. You could be fighting people around you. You know what I'm saying? The Rome is still going around. Like, we got a lot happening. But all it is, everything that's happening is the catalyst for that change, okay? Nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And that's what's happening here. And I just heard that, oh, I got that. You moved them. Oof. I don't know what you did, but you moved them. You changed them. You helped them to see something different. And I don't think you know it. So while you're in your energy, because you may have felt like you got shot for something that you didn't do, they're well aware. Okay? Nobody got away scotch-free. Let's see what the outcome is. The 6 of Swords. Wow. You know what I'm getting with this? This in traditional tarot is like moving on to calmer waters and all of that. But this here is casting. Right? We throw down, we cast the coconuts to see if they're going to land up top or if they're going to land, you know, under. Okay. And this represents a yes. Okay. And according to this deck, this is the Orisha Tarot. Okay. And this talks about it's a yes. So if you are thinking of something or was wondering about something, it's going to be a yes. Okay. And I also got the word acceptance as well. So maybe someone will apologize and you'll accept it. Or you're wondering, does the person know? This is a yes. Okay, so whatever you were wondering, it's a yes. And then, of course, just a yes in general is good to hear, right? So some of you guys are about to get a yes, okay? You've been waiting for a yes, or you've been wondering, should I do A, B, or C? And the answer may just be yes, okay? I'm going to go ahead and clarify that with an oracle card. 6 of Swords. Why is this here? Why does Cancer get a yes? So right on top of that, change. Is this supposed to be happening? Is it supposed to be changing like this? Is everything supposed to be going crazy ever? Yes. Yes. Woo. Envy. Are they mad? Yes. Are they angry? Yeah. Yeah. Do they feel it? Yeah. Are you mad? Yeah. Because see, with this, the way that I just got it, to me, it didn't just go to jealousy. Usually that's the first thing that come up. This to me is anger. I'm mad. And that sometimes is what we need. You ever seen a movie where the person is just so the whole time, nothing happens, and then they rile the person up, they make them mad, and then the person start going off and they be like, yeah. Now that's what we was waiting for. Go and get them the contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like somewhere, and that's why I kept saying they were moved. Maybe it was you who did the snapping. Maybe it was you who put your foot down. Maybe it was you, Queen of Swords. That's what they were afraid of. Maybe it was you who set them boundaries. Maybe it was you who told somebody stay on back there. You know, maybe it was you who did that. And that's what maybe got somebody hot. Denied. Ooh. Maybe you denied someone. Or maybe you denied this prideful, pompous, that word, why is pompous? I don't even know what that means. I gotta look that up. Pompous behavior. But I keep hearing pompous. Somebody's pompous. Of the behavior. You would not let that slide. Someone is angry because you were the catalyst for change. And because of that, I can't sit here. Like, listen, before I dealt with you, or before I shot this arrow off into the wrong person's heart, I was fine. Right? But then here you come, being a better option, and you disrupt and shake up everything. Yeah. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to sit in my grief and in my envy and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to just go on by my life, 6 of Swords, like everything was fine. But now because of you, now I have to change. And that will make someone mad, believe it or not, you know? Okay, but this says, I am the same as everybody, but we're different challenges. I'm feeling like for some of you all, this is specifically your energy as far as you being angry. But it's like, yeah, like whatever you feel, they feel. And it's like, yeah, like, and I don't want to say you have a right, but yeah, maybe you do have a reason to be mad. You know, if, and I got to keep bringing this out. If you got hit with a bow and arrow for the wrong thing, like you was just being it's his mama. I moved your little stuff off. I was trying to help you organize. You know, he was just trying to help. But then got shot in the process. And again, that dual energy, that person laid out is hurt. But then when he finds out, he hurt. Both of them hurt. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody walked away scot-free. You know? So I don't want to just leave it with envy on the board. I feel like this is a Patreon reading. Like seriously, like the same energy keeps coming up for these collectives. So let me go ahead and let me pull one final card for Cancer. Blame. Jesus Christ. Remember I was just saying that a second ago? And now look at you. You done made me change. You made me think this. Yeah, somebody is blaming you for them having to change. You put that Queen of Swords energy up like, not today. And now this person has to change. They have to change the way they talk. I just got that. Somebody got to change the way they talk. And they have to change their behavior. And they have to change the way they treat you. Oof. Because whoever else would just accept it. But with you, now I got to change. And how dare you be some spiritual, higher purpose reason for being in my life, you know? But this says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Cancer, that's a double message for you. If you've been blaming anybody for your grief, for your regrets, for your envy, for your pain, for your I can't get up and do it and it ain't gonna work for me, you've been told today, you can't blame nobody but you. But when you're done blaming yourself, you can go ahead and thank yourself, reward yourself, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and you got to keep moving anyway. I know we don't be wanting to hear that. Boy, I know we don't be wanting to hear that. But it is what it is. When you get done crying your tears, you pull your hair back, you throw your makeup on, you snap your fingers, and you make it do what it do. You dig? So that's what I get for you, Cancer. Happy birthday! Join me on Patreon, you guys. Like I told you, I've been working Crown Chakra energy. I have these 7 of these. I'm going to send you one. I'm going to send you an intuitively chosen color. You're going to get a Palo Santo stick. And the Crystal Club, they get 5 crystals this month. It's a 5 crystal power pack, okay? So you can join the Crystal Club, you can join the Galactic Gifts group, or if you just want to be a part of the Dream Academy in general, I got other tiers that you can join for that, okay? So that's what I get for you, Cancer. Thank you guys so much. I love you all, and I'll see you in your next video.